Imagine stepping onto the court to begin your collegiate career, and your whole life changes in a split second.
It was a scary moment for this player. Cronkite sports reporter Zachary Larson tells us how one GCU volleyball player is on his second chance in life.
On the court, Camden Gianni is a star. A two-time Freshman of the Year award winner, back-to-back All-American honorable mention, and team leader in kills and aces. He can do it all and is a key piece to head coach Matt Worley's team.
In terms of the leadership stuff, we would not be finding the success without him, that's for sure. And it's not just his talent, it's just what he brings to the table in terms of character and the guys respecting him.
But Gianni's time at GCU hasn't quite gone according to plan. December 2019, his freshman year, during the team's first practice, Gianni went into cardiac arrest on the court.
He asked for some water, so I handed him a cup of water. He took a sip, set the cup down, shortly after went into a seizure. That's when I looked at Coach Worley and I said, hey, I need you to call 911.
While everyone waited anxiously for help, Carter took matters into her own hands.
He wasn't responding to anything. I started feeling for a pulse and didn't feel one. So I had Dennis grab the AED for me. We hooked him up to the AED. It told us to shock him, and so we shocked him and then did 4 rounds of CPR.
Former GCU volleyball athletic trainer Deborah Carter is one of the people credited for helping save Gianni's life that day. He recalled what he remembered just moments before he went into cardiac arrest right here on the court.
I remember kind of feeling claustrophobic. That's kind of one of the symptoms, I guess, of cardiac arrest. So I kicked one of my shoes off, was going to kick the other one off, and that's kind of when I just blacked out.
Once he was treated at a hospital, Gianni received news that no athlete wants to hear.
Contrast CT, which was actually the test that they used to find what was actually wrong. But they did one the first day, didn't see it, and then they did one on the last day after the doctor had told me that I was done playing sports for the rest of my life. Basically told me that my life was going to be put on pause, that I'd need internal defibrillator.
But days later, in another twist of fate, he got word that doctors wanted to have open heart surgery. The procedure would one day allow him to play volleyball again.
So I was kind of still shocked, and not really the expectation of going through with an open heart surgery was really on the table. I was kind of like, okay, we're gonna do this, I guess.
Gianni quickly began his recovery during the 2019 season and came back to the team in August, poised to pick up from where he left off.
The fact that he's back on the court and willing to, put himself through those mental strains, I think is really impressive for a young man. And it's, granted, he's only, 3.5 years old now after, his death, which we just razz him for. But he's an amazing young man, and if it wasn't for someone that is as mentally as tough as him, I don't know if they'd be on the court.
What will forever stick with Gianni is his connection with Carter, whom he gave a necklace, the same one they both wear to this day.
He brought it to me at the game, and on one side it says "with love," and on the back side it says +1 Camden.
The redshirt sophomore has his heart set on playing a few more years with the Lopes in hopes of winning the school's first championship in men's volleyball. Yeah! In Phoenix, Zachary Larson, Cronkite Sports Report.
Remarkably, Gianni continues to play volleyball, just finishing up the 2022 season.
Not only does he lead the team on the court, but he's a true inspiration as well.